Okay, I'll also use this opportunity to recognize each and every one of you here seated. Thank you so much for being here. I would want to recognize the presence of our directors in-house, our directors here in the Nigerian Institute for Oceanography and Marine Research. I see the director of aquaculture in the person of Dr. Peace Ekripo. Ma, you're highly welcome. Thank you so much, ma. Also, I see Dr. Iwalewa. Dr. Iwalewa is Director of Fish Nutrition and Physiology Department. Sir, you are welcome. Thank you. I also see the Director of Biotechnology in person of Dr. Oguntade. Sir, you're welcome. Okay. I can also see the Director of Biological Oceanography, Dr. Yakub. Sir, you're welcome. The Acting Director of Fishing Technology and Safety, Dr. Dunsin Bolaji. You're welcome, sir. Okay, we have the Director of Marine Geology and Physics, the Acting Director of Marine Geology and Geophysics here, Dr. Rabiu. Sir, you're welcome. The Acting Director of Physical and Chemical Oceanography, the person of Dr. Aroti Shelle. You're welcome, sir. Okay, as in the course of the program, as other directors come in, the person of Dr. Aroti Shelle. You're welcome, sir. Okay, as in the course of the program, as other directors come in, the person of Dr. Aroti Shelle. You're welcome, sir. Okay, as in the course of the program, as other directors come in, the person of Dr. Aroti Shelle. You're welcome, sir. Okay, as in the course of the program, as other directors come in, the person of Dr. Aroti Shelle. You're welcome, sir. Okay, as in the course of the program, as other directors come in, hello. Okay. Also seated here with us is the Director of Fish Technology and Safety. That Fish Technology and Safety, yes, Dr. Olaju Igbe Olaiton. Ma, you're welcome. And Product Development, sorry for that mistake. Fish Development and Fish Nutrition and Project Development. You're welcome, ma. Okay, our invited guests here present, we would like to recognize each and every one of you. We would like to acknowledge the presence of Fruitful Field Montessori School. Fruitful Field Montessori School. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Joyful Nestle Montessori School. Are you here? Okay, they're over there at the overflow. Okay. Pampas Private School. At Tahid Schools. At Tahil Schools. You're welcome. Other delegates, delegate members from NIMASA, delegate members from Nigeria Meteorological Agency, NIMET. We have the General Manager, Olayonju Jimo. Please, if you're here, sir, let's just know. You're welcome, sir. Thank you so much. We have mentioned Eco Restoration Foundation and the Nigerian Conservation Foundation. Please, I would like to recognize, okay, you're welcome from the Nigerian Conservation Foundation. Welcome, sir. From the Federal Ministry of Environment, we have Emeka Uka Iberechukwu. Please, if you are here, just let me know. You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. And before others join in, I also want to welcome or appreciate the IOI from the headquarters of IOI, in person of Antonella Vassallo. Sorry for that mistake. I'd like to recognize her. I think, is she connected yet? Yeah, she's connected virtually. You're welcome. Thank you for joining in, ma. And all the virtual participants present, I would like to also recognize you. Thank you so much for joining in. Now we'll just go straight down to the welcome address. We'll be going straight down to the welcome address by the Director IOI Nigeria.
The Executive Director, NUMA, ably represented by Dr. Obatola, the guest speaker, Dr. Awabamanga, our able partner for many years, our collaborator, Prince Omagomi, and every other person that are here present, and those that are present online. Antonella Vassallo, I know we will show you later because you're going to give us a goodwill message. You are also welcome for always been part of IOI activity, IOI Nigeria activity. I'll quickly go into the speech. Sorry, the paper version I left in the office. Welcome to this special celebration of World Ocean Day 2024, which is usually celebrated every 8th of June. We shifted it today because it's a public holiday and we are involving a lot of students, and it's been difficult for us to bring them in during the weekend. So today, we come together under the inspiring theme of Awaken New Depth. This theme invites us to explore a vast understanding, to explore the vast, uncharted potentials within our ocean and within ourselves, particularly in the realms of understanding, compassion, collaboration, and commitment. Our ocean is the largest entity on Earth's surface, providing essential resources as food and sources of livelihood. It's regulating our climate and supporting an incredible diversity of life. Yet, this precious water face significant threat from pollution, overfishing, and climate change. To counter these challenges and unlock new opportunities, we must deepen our understanding of marine ecosystem and their vital roles in our lives. Compassion for the ocean and its inhabitants must drive our actions. We need to recognize that protecting marine life and habitats is not just an environmental necessity, but a moral obligation. Every small action counts, from reducing plastic use to supporting sustainable food. Collaboration is essential to our success. No single entity can tackle this complex issue alone. By working together, government, businesses, scientists, communities, individuals, together we can develop and implement innovative solutions to ensure sustainability of our ocean. Commitment is also crucial. We must remain steadfast in our effort to adopt sustainable practices, enforce protective regulations, and invest in future ocean. It is through unwavering dedication that we can drive meaningful change and create a thriving blue economy. In this spirit, we are honored to present today's public lecture titled Blue Economy, Balancing Economic Growth and Ocean Health. This lecture will explore how we can harness ocean resources for economic growth while preserving the health of our marine environment. The blue economy holds immense potential, from sustainable fisheries and renewable energy to marine biotechnology and ecotourism. By striking the right balance, we can ensure that our ocean remain vibrant and productive for generations to come. We are also delighted to recognize and celebrate the creativity and enthusiasm of our young participants. I think you have seen a lot of them around. Today, we will be awarding prizes to the winners of essays and craft competition from primary and secondary schools. These young minds have shown incredible insight and passion for ocean matters, reminding us that the future of our oceans lies in their hands. As we engage in today's discussion and celebrate our young ocean champions, let us be inspired to awaken new depth within ourselves. Let us pledge to protect and preserve our ocean for the future generation, ensuring that they remain vibrant, resilient, and full of life. Thank you for joining us on this important day. Let us embark on this journey of discovery, commitment, collaboration together. Thank you very much.
You can do better with a round of applause, please. Thank you so much. Okay, just an information. The owner of this car is a Toyota Camry, ash color, with the plate number AAA 925HF. Toyota Camry, ash color, AAA 925H5. Please, if you are the owner of the car, kindly repark. You're obstructing someone. Thank you. Okay, just to delve more into the ocean, we are all here seated because of the love and passion we have for our ocean. I don't know if anyone here, if you do not love the ocean, you will not be here. You love to know more about the ocean and its resources. You love to build more knowledge on what we have, or to have more in-depth of the ocean and its resources. That's why you are here. So we'll be having another speech, welcome speech shortly, by the Executive Director, CEO of NEOMA, who is ably represented here by the Director of Research. She's wearing a double cap, and she's also the Director of Fisheries Resources in the person of Dr. Obatola. Ma, please go ahead, Ma.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here today representing the Executive Director and CEO of the Nigerian Institute for Oceanography and Marine Research. And I'm going to read his opening speech, not welcome speech, his opening speech for this special occasion, wherein we are celebrating our ocean, because the ocean is very vital to the planet Earth, to us, the human beings therein, and to the animals and every other thing that is here on Earth. I'll here read the speech of the Executive Director and Chief Executive Officer. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, colleagues, and friends, it is my great honor and privilege to welcome you all to this special celebration of World Ocean Day. Here at the Nigerian Institute of Oceanography and Marine Research, NEOMA, today we gather to honor our ocean, recognize its immense value, and renew our commitment to preserving and protecting this vital ecosystem. This year's theme, Awaken Deep Depth, New Depth, is both a call to action and a reminder of the vast, unexplored potential that our oceans hold. It challenges us to deepen our understanding, enhance our stewardship, and innovate in ways that ensure the sustainable use of ocean resources for generations to come. At NEOMA, we have always been at the forefront of ocean research and conservation. I am delighted to highlight the long-standing collaboration and partnership between NEOMA and the International Ocean Institute, IOI, Nigerian Center. Our shared mandates in ocean matters have fostered a strong and productive relationship, enabling us to advance ocean research, promote sustainable practices, and influence policies that protect our marine environments. Together, we have made significant strides in understanding and conserving our ocean ecosystem. And I am confident that our partnership will continue to yield positive outcomes for the future. Today's celebration features a series of activities designed to engage, educate, and inspire. The centerpiece of our program is a public lecture titled Blue Economy: Balancing Economic Growth and Ocean Health. This topic is particularly timely and significant given the recent creation of the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy in Nigeria, of which NEOMA is now a proud part. The blue economy represents a promising avenue for sustainable economic growth, leveraging our vast marine resources to create jobs, stimulate innovation, and drive development while ensuring the health and resilience of our ocean ecosystem. Our distinguished speaker, a leading expert in the field, will provide valuable insights into how Nigeria can effectively harness the potential of the blue economy, balancing economic growth with imperatives of ocean conservation. In addition to the public lecture, we are excited to host a variety of activities that celebrate the creativity and engagement of our younger generation. We will be awarding prizes for essay and craft competitions to students from invited schools. These competitions have encouraged our youth to think critically about ocean conservation and express their ideas creatively. It is inspiring to see the passion and ingenuity of our young minds, and I am confident that they will play a crucial role in shaping a sustainable future for our oceans. As we celebrate World Ocean Day, let us remember that our actions today will determine the future of our oceans. Let us pledge to awaken new depths of knowledge, innovation, and commitment. Together, we can make a difference and ensure that our oceans remain vibrant, resilient, and bountiful for generations to come. Thank you all for being here today and for unveiling dedication to the cause of, and for your unwavering dedication to the cause of ocean conservation. Let us have a productive and inspiring celebration. Happy World Ocean Day.
Thank you, Ma, for that brilliant speech. Okay, before we continue with our program of events, I would like to recognize the presence of the Director General of the Nigerian Chamber of Shipping, NCS, Mrs. Vivian Chimeze Azubike. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Ma, for coming. I would also like to recognize the presence of Mrs. Ezine Azuna. She's from the African Maritime News. From the African Maritime News. You're welcome, Ma. All right, thank you so much. As we continue with our program, just as she waved to me right now, something just flashed in my mind. There's something that is always common with the ocean when we go to the ocean environment. There's something that is very, very common. I don't know if anybody can just note it. There's always this frequent splash in the ocean. And what is it called? Is the wave. So as she waved at me, that is the way the ocean waves at us. The ocean is actually telling us hi. Whenever you go to the ocean is friendly. It's telling you hi, welcome. So with that manner, we should also treat our ocean with, passion, compassion. By understanding what the ocean is all about, by understanding how important the ocean is to us, it brings us oxygen to us. It houses a lot of fisheries resources and other resources that we can harness and get more money from. So we should treat the ocean passionately. And that brings us to the theme for today, which says Awaken Depth. Awaken Depth is the theme for this World Oceans Day celebration. We have a lot to learn today. We have very, very, very renowned people, personality from Blue Economy Matters. We have renowned scientists here who will be telling us one or two things more about the ocean. So I'd like us to just sit and relax and enjoy the rest part of the day. The next in line here is a special message from the Managing Director of IOI, the IOI headquarters, all the way from Malta. She is joining us online in person of Antonella Vassallo. She's joining us virtually. I'd like us to connect so that we could have our speech.
Hello.
It's good to have you here with us, ma'am.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here today as well.
You can go ahead with the good.
Okay. Thank you very much, and congratulations on organizing such a wonderful event. It's my honor and pleasure to be here. Good morning or good afternoon, as the case may be now. I join you from Malta via video. And as I've been so kindly introduced, I'm Antonella Vassallo, the Managing Director of the International Ocean Institute, which is a global organization of which the IOI Center in Nigeria forms a part. A warm welcome to the organizers and participants of today's event, which has been organized so effectively by our colleagues and partners at NIOMR and at IOI Nigeria under the able direction of Dr. Akambi and his team. As has been mentioned earlier, the UN theme for this World Oceans Day, celebrated officially this 8th June, was Awaken New Depths. Within this year's theme lies an urgent call to action and an invitation to awaken new depths within ourselves to protect our planet's beating heart, the ocean. We don't have time for out of sight, out of mind. The knowledge of the ocean's dire state is clear, and yet we're not truly listening. Much of this planet that we live on, which we call Earth, is in fact almost 3/4 covered by ocean. Indeed, we live on planet ocean. One large interconnected ocean links us all and supports us with the air we breathe, the water we drink, and influences all aspects of our lives for better or for worse. A small example is the climate, which connects us all as well. It's very dependent on the ocean. To motivate widespread momentum for the ocean, we need to awaken new depths within ourselves. If the world is numb to numbers, we must open minds, ignite senses, and inspire possibilities to protect our ocean. An ocean literate person understands their individual and their collective impact on the ocean and the impact of the ocean on our lives and our well-being. But most important, someone who knows the ocean, an ocean literate person, also understands the power of personal and group action to bring about positive change and improvement in favor of the ocean and in favor of our future on planet Ocean. I urge you, therefore, to embody the phrase, awaken new depths, and put the ocean first as well. IOI founder Elizabeth Borghese wrote in 1976 in her bestseller, it was called The Drama of the Oceans. She wrote, "We must save our oceans if we are to save ourselves." So I think I invite you actually to put that thought into practice by awakening new depths of knowledge and recognition within yourselves and within ourselves to inspire and protect our ocean. I'll leave you with this thought. But I wish you all an excellent World Oceans Day and a wonderful celebration today. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you so much once again, Ma. Warm greetings all the way from Malta. Warm greetings all the way from Malta. Thank you so much, Ma. Okay, thank you so much. All right, we heard her talked about awakening new depth. But when I saw the theme the first time, I was wondering what's the meaning of this awakening new depth? Because most times when you hear awakening a giant, the ocean people would liken the ocean to be a sleeping giant. Awakening a giant. What comes to your mind when the giant who has been asleep is awake? A lot of things will happen. Now, what comes to the mind when you put awakening and the new depth together in one phrase? The ocean we already know is deep. So we are telling you to get deeper, deeper in thoughts, deeper in exploring, deeper in several other things. The ocean has and contains more things that we have, tapped already. So we are going to be tapping in more into the ocean. We are tapping into knowledge, like I've told you earlier. We are going to be tapping and knowing more about the resources the ocean has for us. And she also mentioned, she said, taking care of the ocean means taking care of our health, because the ocean gives you oxygen, fresh air you breathe. And if our ocean is polluted and you're having bad breath, you're having bad air, you're having you're having a wild ocean and you see a lot of plastics in our ocean. Fishes are swimming, eating and collecting plastics. Turtles are being entangled by wasted nets and so on and so forth. Destroying our ocean, we're harming ourselves indirectly. So we would want to continue with this with the meeting right now, so that we can tap more and dive more into the ocean to know how deep the ocean actually is, literally. Thank you. So right now we'll continue with the program of events. We'll be having the goodwill messages from invited guests. I would like to call on the founder of Echo Restoration Foundation, in the person of Prince David Omagumi. Thank you so much, sir. Please go ahead.
Standing on existing protocols, good morning, everyone. On this auspicious moment or day, we are celebrating the World Oceans Day again. It's a pleasure to always be here to extend our support to the IOI, as well as the Nigerian Institute of Oceanography and Maritime Research. The ocean is life. It's always, sorry, my due apologies. Maybe when I take a course here, I would not forget it next time. Sorry about that. The ocean is tied to life, and this is usually very undervalued. It's an undervalued statement. I always like to, allude to the fact that majority of us are sea blind. So we really don't see the sea. We really don't see what's happening, in the oceans. We have very little interface between land and ocean. So those of us who are by the coastal areas, we are really very privileged. And we seldom do appreciate the ocean as it's tied intricately to our survival as a human race or as occupants of Earth. Most other planets do not have life because they do not have water, because they do not have the oceans. Scientists have seen several planets, several galaxies without the beauty of the oceans. And that has been ascribed to one of the reasons why there is no life on other planets. So we that have 5 oceans, we need to take care of them very well. The oceans provide a lot of oxygen that we breathe, and the oceans absorb a lot of carbon that is, creating the climate crisis. So our guest speaker, I'm sure, will be doing a lot of more justice. I'm just here to give a goodwill message. Thank everyone for coming. And then the theme of this year, Awakening New Depths, is very insightful, as we need to really, really dig deep to awaken the depths of understanding. It may amaze you to know that there are so many uh, biodiversity. The ocean is very biodiversity rich, but there are still so many undiscovered and unidentified species. So it's so deep, it's so mysterious. So it's a call on all of us to continue along this year's theme of understanding, seeking to understand, seeking for knowledge to understand the ocean, collaboration, working together with ourselves, and then having compassion on the oceans. So these pillars of this year's theme are very, very important. We pledge to continually support the International Oceans Institute, Nigeria chapter, NEOMA, and we are pleased to also learn that we are transferring this knowledge to younger children. They are the next generation. We look forward to seeing the winners of the competition, and our foundation would be very interested in seeing how we can work with the winners to continue to encourage them and put a prize on the winners. So we are looking forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Echo Restoration. Thank you for that goodwill message. I would also like to call on the representative from NIMET. Please, can we have your goodwill message, sir?
The ED skills present here. Good morning. I'm greatly delighted and honored to be part of this occasion of this year's celebration of the World Ocean Day. Representing my organization, Nigeria Meteorological Agency, NIMET, at this important occasion. Although natural hazards will not be prevented, early warning of the impending events can significantly reduce the effect and associated with such marine and meteorological related hazards. The Nigeria Meteorological Agency is committed to marine service and safety of marine operations. NIMET is presently in collaboration with NIMASA and other like-minded stakeholders for well-tailored marine daily forecasts to the sea. For more effective disaster reduction in our nation's coastal areas, as well as policy socio-economic sectors, this is in line with this. NIMET is ready to strengthen the warning services on hazardous weather along the nation's territorial water for safety of life and property and sustainable maritime activities in the country. On this, I therefore congratulate you and the entire staff and other stakeholders on this celebration, and also commend you on your mandate of providing marine-related activities, safety, and thereby making our territorial waters, living organisms, less prone to dangers in any form. Therefore, on behalf of my DDCO, I do appreciate the organizer of the event and wishing you happy celebration. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you from NIMET. Well appreciated. We're also going to be having a goodwill message from the Nigerian Conservation Foundation.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Morning, everyone. Standing on the existing protocol, I'd like to say congratulations, International Ocean Institute and Newman. Just yesterday, Nigeria Conservation Foundation, in collaboration with Lake Bakare Foundation, World Ocean Day, where we have, I can see Prince, Prince smiling already, where we have Prince in attendance as one of the panelists yesterday. And this shows the commitment. Okay. So this shows the commitment we all are having towards the ocean. And this just a very good steps in the right direction. And part of the participants yesterday was a lot of schools in presence too. And this a way So this is a way to make sure we get the next generations in line with what we are doing. I'm not going to be going to mentioning the importance of the ocean. This is going to be well taken care of by the guest lecturers. But one major thing I'm just going to be saying, something that just occurred to me as I was seated here, is the fact that we all know that the ocean covers about 70.8% of the Earth's surface. And this simply means that if we don't protect the ocean, then we all are not safe. We are talking about protecting the ocean because a protected ocean means a protected Earth, and a protected Earth means a protected humanity. So we all need to come together and make efforts to protect the Earth in order to protect each and every one of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much from NIMET and NCF. Thank you so much for those goodwill messages. We would also like to, at this point, recognize the presence of one of our own who has, served Neoma very well and is now on retirement, but he's not tired. I'd like us to recognize the presence of Dr. Ebomu Benjamin. Welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. Also, the media personalities, they came in not quite long. I'd like to welcome all the way from Enviro News, Mrs. Ajibola Adedoye from NAN representative, Mr. Henry Oladele, and also from FRCN, Mr. Innocent Onu. I'd like to recognize your presence, and also from NTA, Mrs. Justina, you are welcome. Thank you so much. Please, there are seats in front. You can come and have your seat. Thank you. Thank you so much. While they settle on their seats, we will be moving to the next event here on our program. We're having a special presentation on IOI Nigeria and the theme for the day. I would like to invite once again to give a speech on IOI Nigeria and the theme of the day, which is Awaken New Depth. Mr. Williams Akombi will be giving us more insight on that phrase, Awaken New Depth.
Good morning, everyone. Once again, please, can you share the slide? Can you please share the slide? While that is going on, this is just a brief on the activities of IOI, what we have been doing, our organizational structure, our organizational structure, our participation in some activities, our achievements, and then the theme for today, why we are here. I think you deny. I think you deny the person that is trying to report. Okay. Okay. I think I can change from here. Put it on presentation mode. Is it on presentation mode? No. Put it on presentation mode, down right. Okay, let me see if I can control from, okay. The International Ocean Institute was founded about 51 years ago by Professor Elizabeth Mambogis. It's an independent NGO. We call them BINGO, big international organization. I mean, big non-governmental organization, which was incorporated in Netherlands with headquarters in Malta. And I think I'm managing director whose head center just spoke to us. Our mission is to promote education, training, and research to enhance peaceful use of the ocean space, its resources, management, regulation, protection, and conservation, guided by the principle of common heritage. The ocean belongs to all. Nobody has a total right. Our activities are coordinated and achieved through global networks of training, special training centers like Nigeria, and focal points. There are 31 IOI centers and focal points in 29 countries, as well as collaboration with strategic training partners. The function of the training centers and the focal point are specified by headquarters from time to time. This is the geographical distribution of the IOI operational centers. The one in the middle here is IOI Nigeria, which oversees activities of West Africa sub-region. The South Africa oversees Southern Africa, IOI Egypt, Northern Africa, and there is another one in Kenya that oversees East Africa. What are our duties? We conduct training, then we publicize the product of IOI networks. And the World Ocean Review, these are documents that are basically discuss well on ocean governance. I will talk a little more on that. The centers are required to promote training programs of training centers, that's special training centers, and to contribute to local issues. To contribute to the curriculum, governance issues, to contribute to the curriculum of these training centers on governance issues. And some of the centers that are there, we have IOI Canada. I'm sure some people in this room had alumni of that center. We have IOI China, IOI Egypt, IOI Malta. I'm an alumni of IOI South Africa and Thailand. We also disseminate various products that IOI produce. We have annual reports. We have IOI Informa. If you're a member of IOI Nigerian Network on WhatsApp, we always distribute this every time it's out. We have World Ocean Review. These are books. If you can finish those 8 volumes of books, you will be totally grounded in ocean matters. Then we have the Ocean Yearbook. There have been times where we used to have passive in-merit conferences, and then there are other publications. If you visit the IOI Center, where you have the publication. I put English here because I speak English, but there are other languages. Now, the centers are also to create awareness on current issues relating to the ocean, issues of marine pollution, overfishing, deep ocean mining. I know that there are many current issues now that are, we have extended continental shelf. We have the issue of the new treaty last year signed, that is the area beyond national jurisdiction and biodiversity beyond national jurisdiction. So we promulgate this and educate the public. And these are the various volumes, these are the various volumes of the World Ocean Review, volume 1 to 8. The latest one, which is about the ocean, a climate champion, how to boost marine carbon dioxide uptake. You can get all this online for free, a soft copy, and you can also order them for free. If you go to the website, they can send you hard copies. The only thing I think you need to pay is the post office charge here. But they will send it to you. I've already ordered for particularly the latest one, because we have ordered before. We gave some to the library. IOI office also has some copies. But individuals here too can have a copy. Now, these are the 8 volumes. Now, ongoing activity, that is now outside IOI, Nigeria. There is presently a call for participation in ocean governance training course happening in November by IOI South Africa. If you go to the website, I think you get the details and you can apply. I think it's ending 28th June. And if you apply, you can get some form of bursary, but not total bursary. Then by June 13th, there's going to be a webinar, which is a kind of activity we call continuing professional development webinar. The title is from carbon sink to solution, unlocking the ocean role in climate change. You can easily log in. It's a webinar. It's open to everybody. It's coming up on the 3rd of June. Now, coming to IOI Nigerian Center. It's an offshoot of IOI West Africa Operational Center. I told you we oversee activity of West Africa, but it was renamed IOI Nigeria in 2015. And it was established in 2002 through a formal MOU between IOI headquarters and NEOMA. The IOI Nigeria operates at NEOMA with a very small, limited number of staff, but we have a lot of, it also acts as contact person and provide liaison services with other training centers all over the world. Now, what is the goal of IOI Nigeria? We are to promote the common goals of IOI in training and education, in international relations, and in publications. We also have priority given to programs of capacity building in ocean governance, since training courses are considered to best serve IOI's core ambition. We engage in collaboration, cooperation, and partnership. We have a lot of partners here. IOI Nigeria also organizes and facilitates symposia and conferences on ocean governance. We do regular capacity building for IOI core staff. We organize campaigns. We do community engagements. And then we do production and distribution of leaflets and handbills. This, even I've just mentioned the World Ocean Report. Some of the activities, we usually have the regular ocean literacy programs through education of the populace is across every demography, from kindergarten, primary, secondary school, university, undergraduate, graduate, and anybody. On ocean principle, on the richness of the ocean, and the need for conservation and sustainability. Recently, 2 years ago, we started Ocean Academy courses, which is an upgraded version of ocean literacy. It's a 20-hour free online certificate course for everyone that have internet. You need to be connected. There's a limited, there is an amount of time you must spend within for the training before you can earn a certificate. If you break the threshold, you get a certificate for it. Now, 3 is scheduled for this year. We're going to have 2 in English and 1 in French because we're in West Africa, where only 5 countries, I think, are English. The remaining are Francophone. We liaise with government, we liaise with governmental and non-governmental institutions that have similar objectives and with overall goal and mission. We celebrate World Ocean Day, just like what we are doing today, with the specific theme. We do what is called IOI alumni outreach programs, where we put people that have attended IOI courses, that have graduated, we try to refresh, we do refresher courses. And we also promote overall activity of IOI in general. We achieve this through volunteers, some of the alumni, and then enthusiastic volunteers. Achievement over the years, this is just a short breakdown. We successfully executed women and youth program. We've done it. Neoma started beach cleanup program as far back as 1987, 89. But IOI took over before it became an eventual thing. But I was so happy. We are no more doing beach cleanup. We can still do it. But I was so happy last weekend where between Oniru here and Iwerekun, there are 5 beach cleanups that was going on from different NGOs. So which means we have popularized it and people are already taking it up. There are art exhibitions. Some of it we're going to have today. We've had lectures relating to UN SDG 14 goals. We promote current issues in ocean governance, such as blue economy, what we're going to have today, ocean acidification, marine spatial planning, and the like. We produce leaflets, as I mentioned, this in different languages, in our local languages. This is just to disseminate this information for everybody to understand, to really know more about the ocean. We do ocean literacy campaign separately. Every year, we go through the demography. And then we have community engagement too, where we engage, we empower communities through upcycling. We've donated years ago Neoma patented smoking kiln to some villages, so communities, in order to enhance their fish processing capacity. Now, this is a scene from last year's World Ocean Day. It happened in this hall, but we also coupled it with exhibition of recycled and upcycling products. Last year, what we try to emphasize is the challenges and successes of plastic pollution in Nigeria. Actually, we have everybody, when you talk about plastic pollution, it's always on the negative. But now tides are changing. Tides are changing in the sense that we have now started recycling, upcycling. We are reducing the quantity that is now going into the environment. So that's a good thing. I mean, it has been happening in the rest of the world, but particularly I give it to Lagos State. They are not here. We are not promoting them. But when they do well, we need to promote them. So we also did exhibition of waste to wealth products. This is an ocean literacy and an online lecture which we had last year, December, in Port Harcourt. We gave a lecture and then attended by merchant navy personnel and then some member of the public. Now this is just showing pictures showing across demographics. We have primary school, secondary school, and then the graduates. The Ocean Literacy Program. Now this is also what we did last year, Ocean Academy Training Course. Each one comes with a team. It comes with about 12 to 18 lectures within the period. The theme for the October was Ocean Guardians, because everybody should guard the ocean, empowering Nigerian through ocean literacy. Then we have Ocean Science for All, which we had in August, promoting ocean literacy in Nigeria. Now for this year's theme. This year's theme is Awakening New Depths. New Depths. It stands on four major components, which is understanding, compassion, collaboration, and commitment through science and innovation, capacity building, understanding biodiversity, exploration and discovery, ocean climate networks, indigenous, traditional, and local community knowledge. Now let's take each component briefly. Understanding the ocean's importance. We need to educate ourselves and others about the ocean's significance and the peril it faces. Promoting ocean literacy program in schools and communities utilizing the media and social platform to disseminate factual information about ocean health and encouraging young people to take active role in ocean conservation efforts are all vital steps towards this goal. For compassion, cultivating compassion for marine life, we need to understand, and understanding must be paired with compassion. By cultivating compassion, we can foster a culture of that values and protect marine life. Supporting and volunteering with organizations dedicated to marine conservation, adopting sustainable habits in our daily life, such as reducing plastic use and sustainable seafood, and engaging in local community conservation projects and beach cleanups are essential actions we can take to protect our marine life. Can you help me move to next? Okay. No. Back. Okay. Now this is working. Okay. Now, advancing scientific knowledge. This is not part of the components per se, but we need this because science is a beacon of hope in the quest to protect our ocean. Advancement in marine sciences have illuminated the complexities of ocean ecosystem and the impact of human activities. Investing in scientific research and innovation is crucial for developing effective solutions to oceanic challenges. Advocating for increased funding for marine research, supporting the development and deployment of technologies that can monitor and mitigate the impact of human activities on the ocean, and encouraging public participation in scientific research through citizen science programs are critical to advancing our understanding and protecting the ocean. The science we have has taken us thus far. We need to leverage on this to develop and advance new science that will give us the ocean that we want. On terms of collaboration, we need to foster global collaboration because the health of our ocean is a global issue that requires global cooperation. Nations, organizations, and individuals must work together, sharing knowledge, resources, and strategies to protect and restore our ocean. Supporting and strengthening international agreements and policies aimed at ocean conservation, engaging in collaborative projects that address transboundary marine issues, and promoting the exchange of scientific data and best practices across borders are essential for fostering global collaboration. We need to strengthen our commitment. Awakening new depth demands unwavering commitment. It is not enough just to be aware. We are becoming aware, but we must act. Each of us has a role to play in safeguarding the future of our ocean. Our collective action can drive significant change. Advocating for policies that protect marine environment and promote sustainable practices, committing to making environmentally responsible choices in our daily life, and staying informed and involved in ocean conservation efforts throughout the year are ways we can strengthen our commitment to ocean health. Next, please. Okay. Let me conclude by saying that let us reflect on our profound connection to the ocean and responsibility we share in protecting it. By deepening our understanding, that's the component, by expanding our compassion, by advancing our scientific knowledge, fostering collaboration, and strengthening our commitment. And in developing our blue economy, particularly for Nigeria, we need to consider the health of our ocean for sustainability and for generations to come. We can truly awaken new depths. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, the able director of IOI Nigeria chapter. Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful presentation. You have taken us through IOI, telling us how much of knowledge we can gain by just visiting the IOI website. Take your time. It's like you going to register in a school. If you go into the website, there are lots of information on the ocean that you will learn at your own convenience. So take your time, go through the IOI website. There are a lot of courses, there are a lot of information that you will learn from. Thank you so much once again, Mr. Williams, for that beautiful presentation. And just to recognize some people who came in while the presentation was going on, we have a representative from the Federal College of Fisheries and Marine Technology here present. I'd like you to just wave, okay? And also representative from Aqua World, the Niger Eco Warriors. Please, I'd like you to just wave so that we can. Okay, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Before we go ahead with the presentation for today, sir. Okay, I had to take permission for that. All right, we would like to notify us that we also have partners here for this Ocean Day celebration. Astra, they have organized, you can see children in our midst. They are doing a whole lot of ocean literacy with the children, school children. So at this point, I'd like to invite Dr. Olajuigbe Olaitan to give us some insight into what Astra is all about and some goodwill message.
Good morning, everybody. Standing on the existing protocol, I want to welcome everybody once again, and on behalf of the ED, the Executive Director and Chief Executive Officer of NEOMA, Professor Abiodun Sule, and the entire NEOMA Astra team, I want to congratulate Mr. Williams, who is the Director of the HIHO, and other organizers of this program for a successful World Ocean Day celebration. We in Astra means is the all-Atlantic sustainable, profitable, and resilient aquaculture. It is an Horizon 2020 EU program, which is based on promoting sustainable aquaculture. That is promoting IMTA, intermultitrophic aquaculture. It is also about promoting the safety of our seafood and also organizing school campaigns on ocean literacy. The theme for this year's World Ocean Day, Awaken New Depths, is very timely, and there is a need to look for ways of protecting our ocean more than ever before. As Nigeria now has a Ministry of Blue Economy, and looking into how the country can generate more income from the blue economy, all hands must be on deck, and all must be ready to protect our ocean, use it sustainably so we can generate more wealth from the ocean. Let us also support sustainable seafood for a healthy future and promote ocean literacy at all levels. As NEOMA Astra team, we have been partner in progress with IOHI Nigeria. We have our schools where we go for school campaigns. We call them the All Atlantic Blue Schools. And we organize a essay, art, and craft competition, which we are going to be awarding prizes to the winner today. That's why we have about 64 schools in our network in 3 states, Lagos, Ogun, and Oyo State. And some of them that submitted their craft are the ones that are here today to receive their prizes. So we've been organizing things with IOA Nigeria, and we pledge to continue our partnership with IOI to achieve a better, healthier ocean for sustainability and economic growth. We wish for a future where the ocean is free from pollution and full of life. May the World Ocean Day 2024 spark a wave of action to protect our blue planet. May we all awaken to the ocean's need and work together to ensure its health. Happy World Ocean Day. Thank you.
Okay. We'll be going straight into the topic for today, balancing economic growth and ocean health. We have a presenter here all the way from Nimasa. He will be telling us more about this. We'll be having a splash into the blue economy with our guest speaker here, who is Dr. Awa Bamanga. Dr. Awa Bamanga has been a household name in IOI. If you've been participating in a series of ocean academic courses, he has always done justice to this topic. So here we have him present. He's going to be telling us more about the blue economy. I would just like to give a brief citation of Dr. Awa Bamanga. Dr. Awa Bamanga holds a PhD degree in marine environmental science with specialization in marine sediment and aquatic biogeochemistry from the University of Portsmouth in the United Kingdom. He has a specific research interest in aquaculture, harbor management, marine and coastal environmental management, and climate change related issues. He has been researching for the past 9 to 10 years in the areas of marine pollution and environmental management with respect to blue economy, sustainability, and ecosystem. Currently, Dr. Bamanga is an assistant director with over 20 years working experience with the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, which is the focal agency implementing with Maritime Safety Administration. It also involves regulating shipping activities in relation to ensuring safer seas and protection of marine environment in line with the international and protection of marine environment in line with the International Maritime Organization, IMO. Over the years, he has developed keen interest in the management of coastal environments with respect to domestication of IMO conventions and protocols in order to promote trade, safety, and security, as well as prevent marine pollution. He is a visiting lecturer at the International Maritime Law Institute on marine environment protection and ocean governance from Malta, 2024. So at this junction, I'd like to welcome our very renowned speaker, Dr. Awa Bamanga. Sir, please go ahead with your presentation.
Thank you. Good morning once again. I would like to thank the IOI organizers for inviting me. So I feel honored to come and make this presentation. I don't want to take too much of your time because the citation has been read about myself, so there's no need of going further to talk much about my introduction. I'm going straight to the title of this presentation, and I want us to look at it. Blue economy, balancing economic growth and ocean health. I think there's correlation. Does it look like there's a correlation? Because I want us to interrogate the title of this presentation so that all of us can be on the same page and agree with the topic. This is the blue economy, and then balancing economic growth and ocean health. Are they related? They are related. It means there's no way economy can grow if the health ocean is not achieved. So the title of the presentation is good, and it can key into the blue economy concept. Is that correct? So the title is okay. So we're going to move. Like I said, I won't waste too much time. The only thing I can say about my field, which is a PhD in marine environment sciences with specialization in sediment geochemistry. I don't know whether people can relate this. When I say sediment geochemistry, I don't know whether you've so much aware of it. When we say sediment geochemistry, two components of the marine environment or the ocean. We have the water body, the biota, and the sediment, which is the seabed. So what I did in my research is to look at the interaction between the geological components, chemical components, and how it relates with the marine biota. So whenever you see this title, sediment geochemistry, using a chemistry tool, The geochemistry is the geological component. Can also arise from the sediment. So it's very important in marine environment because it's a major sink of the marine environment. So always have it at the back of your mind. The contaminants or the pollutants are being stored majorly in the sediment compartment of the marine environment. So I hope we're clear with this. So it doesn't look like something new. So I belong to a lot of professional bodies, including the associate member of Institute of Marine Engineering, Science and Tech. I'm also a registered environmental specialist with RAS, that is NRF, an associate member of the Nigerian Institute of Safety Professional, as well as the Nigerian Environmental Society. Yes, like what the MC was saying, currently I have over 20 years working experience with the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency. And what do I do, or what do we do there? It's a department that is responsible for monitoring pollution. And if you know, the core mandate of the agency is to ensure safer and cleaner ocean. So that cleaner ocean is the Department of Marine Environment that implements those conventions, whether it's from Merchant Shipping Act, whether it's an IMO convention. They are the ones that implement it. Some of them, which you are aware, like MAPOL, International Convention on Marine Pollution and Control, we have ballast water. So the Department of Marine Environment implement those conventions that are related to protecting the marine environment. That means it's key into the agency's mandate. So what that department is doing is to implement that mandate to help the agency actualize her mandate of keeping the marine environment safer and clean. Because we have also another department called Maritime Safety, which deals with the safety convention, like the SOLAS, Safety of Life at Sea, Search and Rescue. So we have these two departments. They are the core mandate of the agency. So in case if you don't know, when you ask about NIMASA, is an agency that is responsible for ensuring safer and cleaner ocean in terms of regulating shipping activities. They have other activities, other role to play, which are promotional. But the core mandate of the agency is to ensure safer and cleaner ocean. So these two departments implement those mandates on behalf of the agency. It's the agency that has the mandate. So don't get confused. Many people get confused. They don't know what is the difference between NIMASA and MPA and NIWA. Sometimes you get confused. This is an apex regulatory agency. And our core mandate is to ensure safety and prevention of marine pollution. Without these two things, there's no way you can have shipping. Are you with me? There is no way you can have shipping. So that's the role the agency is playing. While the port plays the role of implementing that they provide services within the port, which is just 12 nautical miles within the port, but it's also part of the marine environment. The National Inland Waterways as well is also part of what? Marine environment. So we are concerned with the safety of that marine environment, starting from the baseline water up to the high sea or up to the exclusive economic zone, which is 200 nautical miles. That's the responsibility of the agency. Because without that, there's no way you can have any economic activities that we are going to be talking in the blue economy. So the role of the agency is providing that safety and prevention of marine pollution so that economic activities can thrive and you can promote blue economy. Are we together? Okay. It's going to be an interactive. Now, I've developed the outline for this presentation and I've sectionalized it. What we'll be looking at before we talk about the blue economy or looking at the health of the marine environment, we need to understand what the marine environment is all about. We need to also understand what are the resources. We need to also understand what are the benefits of these resources. Because if you don't understand this, you cannot be talking about the blue economy. And what are you going to do to enhance? So I'm going to talk about the blue economy itself, but let's look at the marine. Let's look at the marine environment. So here, what we'll be looking at is the introduction to the marine environment, potential marine resources. We have millions of them, but we have the potential one that we need to look, which is directly we can benefit from them. Reasons for protecting marine resources, benefits, ocean sustainability, threats to marine environment and ocean sustainability, ocean and maritime governance. Again, if you have this without governance, there is no way you can achieve that stuff. Now, section B. Now, we're going to be talking about the introduction to the blue economy, research and innovation in blue economy perspective in Nigeria. How do we view it? Because blue economy is not a new word. Many people think it's a new word. It's not a new word. It's as old as ocean itself. Traditionally, they call it ocean economy. Yes. The Europeans are calling it blue growth. They all mean the same thing. Whether it's blue growth, whether it's ocean economy, whether it's blue economy, they all mean blue economy of the ocean. So it's not a new word. And then we are going to relate it to SDGs. There's nothing you can do without the SDG now. The UN have sectionalized everything now. They have SDGs 1 to what? How many SDGs do we have? 17. And you're going to get your own SDG in the maritime sector or in the ocean industry or wherever. You're going to have your own SDG. What they did to identify all the SDG that are relevant to each sector of the humanity. Nobody's left out, including the SDG 17, which is about what? The SDG 17 is about what? Who can tell me the SDG 17? Partnership, meaning that again, you cannot achieve it alone. If you are driving your own sector, it means you need to partner with other people. And that's why they say that for you to achieve a better result, partner with other people. If you think you're in the maritime industry, partner with other people in the oil and gas, partner with research institute, partner with academia, partner with industry people. Then you can get what? A better result. And that's why the UN said, okay, SDG 17 should be guiding everyone. Whether you're in the health sector, partner with other sectors. So that is why you see that the SDG is up to 1 to 17. You have your own. Now, balancing the health of the ocean, opportunities of the ocean sustainability, role of relevant agencies, and recommendations. Now, this is the introduction now to marine environment. Everybody knows about this map. What can you see here? What is this? What is this? You always see this. You always see this figure now. It looks like this. It's the world map. Abi? World map. And what can you see in the world map? That means water surrounded the world. Abi? So we are tenants now. This is where people are living, including Africa. Africa is almost at the center. You can see. Yeah, you can see. So it means the entire world, 71%. You can agree from this map. 71% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. So what it means, we are tenants. We are tenants. We're just living in a small land. That's why you see war in the world because of land. The land is small. People are growing. Land is very small. So water is small. Why can't we protect it now to utilize it? That's the concept of blue economy. Now, I think I've said this. So the second point there is a projected coastal population by 2025, 6 billion. 6 billion. How many population do we have in the world? What's the population of the world? 6 billion will be living by the coastal. That means very clear. And they're going to depend on coastal resources. So look at it logically. If 6 billion people by 2025 are going to live, is projected by the coastal area, it means they're going to depend on the coastal resources. Is that correct? So that means coastal and marine environment is very key to our economic growth. The number of people who rely on fisheries for direct deployment, of which 87 are in Asia and the Pacific, 38 million. Now, Asia means they utilize more of the blue economy than us. 87. The last speaker is talking about the health of the ocean, or even the two previous speakers. Yes, whatever we do here, it goes into the ocean and affects us. Here, this environment, it gets into the ocean and come back to us. So if you think, oh, I don't care, I don't live there. So what's my business with the ocean? It goes there, and the marine biodiversity ingests it, and you consume it. It's back to you. Is back to your body system. So, factors by which the exploitation of West Africa fish resources increase by distant water fishery fleet between 1960 and 1990. Yes, there's always increasing of that. We are talking about fishing. We're talking about this. We're talking about that. But the problem we have in the developing world, are we actually securing the environment? Are we actually securing it? So, marine tourism, marine fisheries, and aquaculture are estimated to provide global economic benefit worth $161 billion, 80 billion, and 57 billion respectively. So 161 is going to marine tourism. Yes, marine tourism. You see, do you know why marine tourism is very important? Even if you don't have mineral exploration, you can depend. People go here, fly from Nigeria just to go to Dubai to go and see it. When you have the natural one here, from Lagos to Cross River, just to go and spend your money, average of 5 million naira to go and them. That, oh, I flew boat, artificial water, not natural water. What it means is that we can harness our marine environment for marine tourism. Why can't I go to Calabar and just stay by that place? Or even Delta? Why do I have to fly to go and spend thousands of dollars, madam, just because of marine tourism? So what it means here, the tourism, even if you don't have mineral exploration, you have very important, the tourism as component of the blue economy is very important. That can give us, that can advance our. Still, we're in the introduction of the marine environment. Yeah, we're going to look at the benefits. Previous speakers have spoken on it. One is the carbon capture for climate mitigation. Now, that is when it is safe and what? And secured. If it is polluted, it cannot play that role. Where there's too much plastics in the ocean, too much oil, you think it can play that role? It cannot play that role. What it means, you have to secure it before you get it. Otherwise, you'll be taking instead of capturing this thing and the carbon, it will be releasing it again because it cannot accommodate it. It's highly polluted. Now, renewable energy and protection from storm surge, yes, as part of the blue economic concept, you can use ocean for the renewable energy. Source of food, we know that one. Transport and commerce. So I don't need to boggle you here. We already know the value. So let's look at the ocean itself. I just mentioned. This is the typical ocean. How many oceans do we have in Africa? Hmm? How many oceans? Don't guess. Just say, you can see it from the map there. How many oceans do we have in Africa? Wow. When you see people are giving answers like this, Africa, you're in Africa, okay? How many oceans do we have? I say how many? I just don't want to know the number. Yeah, correct. It's two. Atlantic and which one? Eh? An Indian Ocean. And how many seas do we have? Semi-closed? No, we have two. They are semi-closed. The Mediterranean Sea up there is the ocean. The Mediterranean Sea here. And then we have the Red Sea. We have the Red Sea, which is also semi-enclosed. It also has connection with Africa. Then we have two oceans now, the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is housing which part of Africa? It's not only West now. Chineke good. Chineke good. West and Central. That is why you have Gulf of Guinea. Look at it here. The countries that are here, you get my point. They are facing this Atlantic, and this is where our Gulf of Guinea is. While the South and East Africa, they are here. They are facing what? The Indian Ocean. While the Northern Africa is facing what? The Mediterranean Sea. Even if you are sleeping, and the Mediterranean Sea empties into what? Into Atlantic Ocean. So what's the difference between the sea now and the ocean? Youngsters, what's the difference? What's the difference between the sea and the ocean? We need to know this. We cannot be talking about the blue economy when we don't know the structure of the ocean itself. We have to know it. So what is the difference? Eh?
Ocean is the largest entity. That is the entire thing you are saying. Yes. But while a sea is the inland projection of the ocean, a sea is inland projection of the ocean, inland projection of the ocean into land.
The man, the man tried to, but he wants to bring politics into it. See, it's simple. Ocean is always bigger in terms of even depth. The depth in the ocean are. You can find depth of the ocean up to even 2,000 meters. Yes. And sea is always empties into the ocean. They always empty into the ocean. So, now marine pollution. 80% of marine pollution comes from where? So it's not even from the ocean itself. So if not because of our activities on land, it means ocean is safe. That's what it means. We are the one living on land. We are the one generating the polluter. We are the one creating all the activities. And it ends up into the ocean. Yes, it's the United Nations that says nearly 80% of the marine pollution originates on land. So pollution accompanies most kind of human activities, including offshore oil and gas production and marine oil transportation. All is the activities of human that affects the marine environment. So why can't we minimize this? That man that is using plastic to drink water now, he will just finish drinking that water and leave that plastic. And that plastic, he doesn't know where that plastic will end. Okay? This plastic, we don't know where it's going to end. Your own is to drink this water and leave that plastic. Can you give me the plastic, please? I'll buy you the water. Don't worry. Just give me the plastic. I want to illustrate. I want to illustrate. Where are you going to dispose it? You are not going to recycle it. It doesn't care what happened to this. Yes. And this produced where? On land. It's on land now, but it's going to end up in the ocean. And it's a problem to the ocean. Is it a problem to the ocean? Why is it a problem? Yes. This thing can stay in the ocean for 200 years, floating. And what it does, it affects the oxygen. It introduces pollution. The marine organism, in the process of looking for food, will ingest it, either the macro or micro. I hope we know the difference now. The macro and this macro, when it disintegrates into smaller pieces, it's now known micro. It still causes the same problem for the marine organism. Because whether they ingest the micro one into their body, it will still cause the problem for them. Whether this is strangulate them, it will still cause problem to them. But this manufactured on land. So traditional shipping and oil transportation routes are more exposed to the impact of oil polluted discharges from tankers and other vessels. That we acknowledge, because we have to transport products from one point, whether they're where they exploit it or where they store it. That means it's a problem to the marine environment. So let's look at this global, regional, and then Nigerian marine ecosystem. Phytoplankton in the ocean is responsible for 50% of global photosynthesis. And the ocean have absorbed 25% of all carbon. 75% of heat generated by global warming on Earth is absorbed by the what? Ocean. And the human activities in coastal regions, on land, and in the ocean account for mainly 2/3 of the global GDP. Now, let's look at this now. We're going to look at the marine resources now. What is that? What is that? Have you seen this? What is that? Have you seen it before? Does anyone, have you gone to offshore? Have you seen something like this? Oh, Thank you, sir. No, no, I'll bring it. I'll even buy one more. You have seen it before. What does it do? Is it a resource? What does that one do? What is it? Yes. But it's a human activity. And it's going to extract you what? Resources. Now, resources are the geological proven stocks of an energy carrier, which are not yet regarded as recoverable economically, because recovery requires new and expensive technology. Now, two things are happening here. You're going to exploit and you're going to use resources to what? Because in the process of exploration now, what's going to happen? You're going to exploit and it's going to affect the marine environment. So whenever you see this, you should think, Nigerian marine ecosystem, resources and biodiversity. What can we see there now? Hello? What can we see? What are you seeing there? What are you seeing here? Yes, it's the West Africa, but what is this signifying? One, yeah, it's showing the coastal states facing the Atlantic, meaning that we are sharing this particular Atlantic Ocean. Hey, don't, I'm not getting their attention. Okay. So, this is showing the coastal state within the Gulf of Guinea. So don't think it's only Nigeria. But where is Nigeria now? Who can show where Nigeria is? You see where Nigeria is? But Nigeria is having an advantage. Who can tell me the advantage? Is protruded in. And possibly it may have a very large EEZ, the exclusive economic zone. That's the advantage we have. Can't you see where she is now? And that's why she has that overlapping maritime boundary with Sao Tome. See where Sao Tome is. Because see her, she just protruded. I'm going to show you one map, and you will know why Nigeria has oil. It's not because Nigeria is blessed. Sometimes when they use this word, Nigeria is blessed. Every country is blessed. What do you mean by Nigeria is blessed? Nigeria is just in the advantage because of the high mangrove. The mangrove is so thick. It's so thick in the Niger Delta. And that's why they have this advantage. And look at its protrusion now in these countries. Can you see? It went in. Nigeria went inside. While those countries, they came out to the shallow. Can you see where they come out? And that's why I see these countries, they don't have oil. They're still looking for oil. They are going into deep. They are still looking for oil. So our own, you see where we are? Going. So Nigeria is strategically located at the end of the Gulf of Guinea. That is in West Africa. And then with a coastline measuring 853 kilometers, an exclusive economic zone of 210, 900 kilometers. Now, the Niger Delta has Africa's largest expanse of mangrove. That one, you cannot deny that. Yes. The whole of Africa, Niger Delta has large expanse of mangrove. God just deposited that mangrove area there. Okay. Okay, I agree with you. Nigeria is blessed. So there's high mangrove in the whole of Africa. That's why you see we are leading in oil. We're just leading in oil. They have the mangrove. But the threat is affecting it. You see what's going to happen. This is a section of the Niger Delta. It's a section of Niger Delta. And I'm challenging particularly the Institute of Oceanography. I think you need to carry out research. We have limited information on the mangrove. We have limited information on the mangrove. We need to carry out research on this mangrove to know the future, whether it's going to support our economic activities. It's very important. I have not seen any research extensively carried out on the mangrove area, and then we relate it to the growth of our blue economy. It's very important. We should look at this mangrove, not just, because there are so many activities now affecting this mangrove. Oil pollution, we don't know whether the species are still surviving there. We need things that are like marine protected areas, things like ESI mapping. Yes. Now, these are some of the important drivers of the critical sectors. I think I've said this. Now, potential marine resources, the commercial tourism and trade is one of the benefits. Tourism and coastal development, shipping and port infrastructure is very important coming from the maritime sector now, because you need to have the coastal environment before you designate your port. Before you designate your port, you must have that. Indirect contribution to economic activities and environment. This involves the non-market based ocean services, and the relevant sectors are carbon sequestration through the blue carbon ecosystem habitat. All this is the importance of the marine environment or resources. Now, this is the component or reasons why we are protecting marine environment. If you look at this, it's because the blue economy is here. The fisheries is here. Agriculture, tourism, mineral exploration, port development, mariculture, hydrocarbon, and maritime security. Which one is important there, or which one plays a very significant role among these resources? Which one do you think you can protect? Agriculture and fishery. Yes. Which one is more important there for you to focus on? Correct. Maritime security. If the domain is not secure, you cannot do fishing. You cannot do exploration. You cannot do fisheries. So first thing that you'll be looking at the blue economy is to secure maritime security. And that's the role of NIMASA, to ensure security. Anyone that is saying that, it's fisheries, it's blue economy, it's port, if you go outside there and piracy carry you, you will not go there again. So always think about the maritime security, or if you like, you can put it in maritime safety and security. They always go together. Because whether you are doing fishing, the fishing trawlers that you are going to use must be seaworthy, safe and secured. Seaworthy before they can go and do fishing. All this story that we are talking about, first of all, let's secure our marine environment or our maritime domain for us to drive our blue economy. So these are the reasons. We're going to look at the components later. Yeah, the benefits of marine resources, we have said it: commercial fishing, shipping, manufacturing, and offshore. This one are there. So now this is the value of the oceans. You can look at those animals living. They live in the oceans. We live here. We're here for a program. Is that correct? They also visit family in the ocean. They go for programs too. You don't know? They see, yes, they go. So when you destroy that ecosystem for them, it affects them. They migrate. They go from one place to another because that is their own world. I don't know whether if you have stayed in the offshore for like 2 months, it's a different world entirely. It's a different world. When you come out to the land, you meet us. You just see them, these seafarers, because they are coming from another world. That's how these animals are staying there. It's their own world. They visit, they do their recreation and all that. And that's one of the reasons why we need to protect the marine environment, because of this species to survive. So the ocean is not for vastness, its ability to connect nations, its huge stock of valuable resources. We're going to look at how much is coming from that. Now, the ocean has long been an economic force. 2015 briefing puts the value of key ocean assets over 24 trillion, with two-thirds of that based on assets that require healthy, productive ocean. In fact, based on gross marine product, the ocean may be considered the world's seventh largest economy. Now, we have two oceans in Africa. If the value of the ocean can be put into US 24 trillion, and we have two oceans in Africa, which is the Indian Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean, don't you think that we have substantial share? Why are we talking of poverty in Africa? This is what is just surprising the developed world. Why are we talking of poverty? Two oceans out of the 5 oceans or 6, 2 is connected with Africa. Yes, the Atlantic Ocean and the Indian Ocean. And this is the value of the ocean. We're going to look at it. And this is what they generate annually. The developed world have already exploited the blue economy. We're the one that's seen it like as if it is a new world. It's not a new world. I said it earlier. It's not a new world. In terms of tourism, in terms of mineral exploration, in terms of everything, they have already exploited. We're the one battling with cleaning the beach, plastics in the ocean, sea rise. We're just battling with all this. But this is the value of the ocean. By efficient management, the sustainable exploitation of resources in ocean, seas, lakes, and rivers, also known as the blue economy, could contribute up to 1.5 trillion to the global economy. So how much are we contributing from Africa? Not about Nigeria now. Whether it's Indian Ocean, whether it's Atlantic Ocean. And when you come to Nigeria, about 9 states are facing the Atlantic. From Lagos to Cross River, they all face the Atlantic. But yet we cannot exploit it, even with the advent of the blue economy. We're going to proffer solution. So ocean sustainability, it says that it's about managing the ocean in a way that protects it from overexploitation and pollution, land and atmospheric, as well as ensuring its usage is not negatively impacted. The socio-economic and environmental benefits derive from it at present and for future generations. Everybody has a stake. I said it. If you think you don't have a stake, you finish with this, you just throw it away, it ends up in the ocean and affects the marine sustainability. And you say you don't care. You don't live there. It's marine environment. So it's coming back to you. You will not be able to explore the ocean, the economic benefit of that ocean. So in terms of sustainability, is about managing the ocean, ensuring that pollution, we manage it because it ends up in the ocean. And what do we adopt if we don't want this one in the ocean? What do you do? Recycling, circular economy. Manufacture, use, and recycle. In the first place, do not get to the ocean. You have dealt with it on the land. You have managed your waste on the land. It will not get into the ocean. Since it is a problem in the ocean, that is your own part. Don't wait for anybody to tell you that. Now, threats and challenges to the ocean sustainability is very clear. Despite the importance of the ocean, coastal and marine resources are under intense pressure from local and climate-related factors. We already know. Now, some people don't believe in climate change. And I'm very sorry. Don't follow these people that are saying it's not real. Climate change is real. I'm telling you, it's real. And let me tell you, everything that you are doing now, climate change amplifies it. Always put it at the back of your mind. That is why these 2 SDGs that is given to us, the one that is SDG 14 plus SDG 13, the climate action is part of it because of sea rise, sea acidification, temperature rise. It all affects the sustainability of the ocean, whether you like it or not. Local factors such as overfishing, yes, coastal and overdevelopment, siltation, and pollution from sewage and runoff. Now, overfishing is a problem. Do we have data on that? The answer is no. Because we have not even secured the marine environment. We don't even have data of it. Everybody is talking about overfishing, IUU, this, and that. I say, where is the data? I even said, Neoma, give us data. We need data. Yes. I'm going to say it today because I've not gotten to the research and development. That is your own strength now. That is your own contribution to the blue economy. Only research. Give us data to all these sectors that we are talking about, whether it's maritime, whether it's ports, whether it's fisheries. Where is the data? No data. So I've said about this. You can see that plastic can float along with other debris, can float for 200 years. Now it's a threat. It's a serious threat to the sustainability of the ocean. It can even go and tie to another debris and remain there. The debris may be plastic, may be nylon, and you think it's not a problem. Sometimes you come and see the water will tell, no, this is not a problem. And it's common around people who are living around coastal community. Who is from Ibokoda here? You know Ibokoda? You're from Ibokoda? That community is just by the sea. And everything they are doing goes into that sea. Yes, of course. And that's why you see there's water hyacinth all year in Ibokoda. Because there's high nutrients inflow, eutrophication in Ibokoda. It's a fresh water. Very interesting if you go. But the community live by the water, and all their activities, including seaweed, gets into that marine environment. And the water hyacinth comes up algal bloom for the whole year because it has nutrients. So where's your own blue economy from Ibokoda? If that is going on, I'm coming to that one because we need the littoral states again to join this blue economy. And that's what the policy document should come up with it. If you think somebody will sit in Abuja and be talking about blue economy, you're wasting your time. It's the littoral states that can drive their blue economy. Lagos, what is your own blue economy? Waste management. Handle the waste management. Rivers, what is your own blue economy? Oil pollution. Deal with it. Calabar, Cross River, what is your own blue economy? Tourism. It. This is our own blue economy. And that's why I said the blue economy has components. You don't need to be told. We are confused talking about this blue economy. It's not a new word. So we have to define our own blue economy, Nigerian blue economy, if you want. Even Lagos can define its own Lagos blue economy. And our own priority is to deal with waste, to deal with plastic, and to deal with sea rise. That's our own blue economy. Bayelsa abandoned many shipwreckages in their waters. That is their own blue economy. So every state can define its own blue economy based on the priority and based on the peculiarity of its own environment. So let's think about that. Now, this is sustainability. I've been talking about it. That is plastic, fisheries collapse, acidification, eutrophication, ocean warming. This is another place called dead zone. So if you don't take care of this and you think you can get blue economy, when we are not finding solution to the plastics, then we are deceiving ourselves. Fisheries collapse, you can see. So now, this is the ocean and maritime governance. We think it's now that we'll be talking about protecting the ocean. No. The United Nations has been, the United Nations, nobody owns this ocean. It's the United Nations that owns it. Are you aware? United Nations has the power on this. Even the one that I'm talking to, that maritime is doing insurance safer, they got that power from the UN. It's from UNCLOS. The UNCLOS said, okay, you, maritime, because you are also contributing to the pollution and also safety of the marine environment, go and get some convention and monitor your members. So the major function of UN is to ensure safety and prevention of marine pollution. They are the one that has overall, and that's what the UNCLOS is doing. So you can see the major laws here. UNCLOS plays its own role. FAO, Food Agriculture Organization, UNEP, UNDP, UNESCO, IMO. This is where we are now with the maritime. And then ILO. So, like Neoma, you are in so many places here. Yes. Neoma, you can be here. You can be in fish stock. You can be, what is this, convention mitigation. You can also be in UNDP. Yes, you can also be in UNESCO because there's science here. You can be there. So all these places, the research and the academia, you can be there. But the one given to us from the maritime sector is this one, IMO. IMO is the one coordinating. IMO is the one coordinating. I have 5 minutes. Don't worry. Give me extra 5 minutes. I'll round it up. Now, this is the blue economy, and this is the concept. It's an emerging concept on how you can have the stewardship. Now, it has a lot of components here. Yeah. It's to promote the economic growth, social inclusion, and preservation of livelihood. That's the concept. Now, we're going to definition. Who can define blue economy? Who can define? Madam, define it.
He gave it to me. I thought well, blue economy has to do with generally the economy of the water. We're talking about the ocean economy. So and it's related to the activities that will generate revenue and how it can be sustained for the future generation. Thank you.
Madam, you didn't hit it very well. But at the end, you got one word that is related to the definition of blue economy. Let's look at this definition of the World Bank. This is the World Bank. It says sustainable use of the ocean resources for economic growth, improved livelihoods, and jobs while preserving the health of the ocean. And let's look at the European Commission. It says all economic activities related to the ocean, seas, and coasts, and it covers a wide range of interlinked, established, and emerging sector. Let's look at the Commonwealth. They say it's an emerging concept which encourages better stewardship of our ocean or blue resources. Conservation International says that it also includes economic benefits that may not be marketed, such as carbon storage, coastal protection, cultural values, and biodiversity. Center for the Blue Economy, United Nations, it comprises a range of economic. Now, who can tell me one key word now in this definition? One. Sustainability. So always have that word at the back of your mind. In terms of exploitation, sustainable use of the ocean or whatever is for what? Sustainability. What they are trying to say is that man has been exploiting the ocean, but is he looking after the health of the ocean? Yes, he's not looking after it. And let me tell you, you cannot promote blue economy without promoting green economy. Let me bring this one today. What is green economy? Green economy. No, because you hear word green, it's not green economy. It has to do with manufacturing. Agriculture too is manufacturing. What green economy is talking about is that when you manufacture, what do you do with the waste? So you have to manage it because it will end up into the ocean. This thing I've been talking since morning is part of the green economy. I thought you will link it here. So if you don't promote the green economy, which is on waste sustainability, waste management, then the blue economy will be jeopardized because all this will end up into the ocean. So always in the definition of blue economy, have at the back of your mind, sustainability is the key word. I don't want to waste time here. The research and innovation, which the European Commission has launched a Blue Growth initiative. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, they also launched a report to explore growth. Now, research is very key. Now, these are the components now. The defense also has a role. Sustainable oceans has a role. Research, tourism, and maritime. These are the major components of the blue economy. And in each one of them, as a researcher, you can key in. Each sector here, you can key in. Is it shipbuilding? Is it fisheries? Is it climate change? So what do we need here to promote our blue economy? What do we need? Who can tell me? Yeah? Yes, collaboration is key, and we need policy document. So let's not get confused. Everybody has his own aspect to drive now. The maritime sector, you have your own role here. The fisheries, so don't get confused. My own blue economy is to promote fisheries, whether through research, whether through fish stock, whether through ensuring that the marine environment for fisheries is secure. That is your own blue economy from the fisheries sector. Don't get confused with people in the maritime and say, oh, the blue economy. But let me tell you one thing that shipping and marine transportation has. They have bigger role, and they play a bigger role. Do you know why? Because whatever you do in the ocean, you need transportation. Whether you do mineral exploration, you have to transport it. Whether you do fishing, you need fishing trawlers. Whether you do tourism, whether you need tourism, you need that. So don't worry. So let's look at this. This is from the maritime. I'm sure you've been seeing this. What is happening here? And what's this? Discharge into the marine environment. It's a source of pollution, and it can affect the sustainability of the ocean. Now, what is the role of the regulators now? Is to monitor to ensure that that is not affecting the ocean. Now, we have passed this. This is Nigerian blue economy. I've said about the EEZ. Now, this is in Niger Delta. Yes. High incidence of piracy, smuggling, and when these people see you, I know that your blue economy has ended. Now, this is the port. Now, the ports need to promote efficiency, effectiveness. They don't need to have they don't need to confuse themselves. What the ports need to do is port efficiency, port automation, port infrastructure being upgraded. That is their own blue economy. Because a ship that is coming from Japan, what they want, when they get to your port, you have all the infrastructure, they can discharge and move out. That is the blue economy for the port. So when you talk to the portman and say, look, you're talking about the blue economy, what do you do for the blue economy? He will start telling you about the revenue generation. No, the revenue generation, I want to see how efficient is your port in terms of, one, if a ship comes from Japan, within 24 hours can offload effectively. That is through what? Port automation. Not all this bad dilapidated. You can see, badly maintained. If ship comes here, can stay for 2 weeks. And it's not, yes, it's not fair for them. Now, balancing the health now. Now, what do you need to do now is to have those things. You monitor climate change, you monitor pollution reduction, you create marine protected areas. It's not every part of your ocean you utilize for economic activities. People think every you use it. No, you need to demarcate some places and call marine protected area with restriction, either in fishing, either in shipping operation, so that those marine biodiversity can survive. So you don't need to destroy everything. And they also promote legislation and policy, marine spatial planning. So I'm challenging Neoma. Have you done any research in any of this area? Then we need the data. We need the information. You connect with the industry. You connect with the industry. Now, for climate action, if you have bicycle, why do you have to use car? You can use bicycle so that you reduce pollution. It's a strategy to reduce pollution. 1 minute. My time is almost, I think. So the challenge is lack of reliable data from research to guide ocean management, inadequate collaboration among relevant MDAs. Yes. Inadequate funding of maritime research on visible sustainable energy, poor land base. Now, as a research institute now, you don't need to wait for anybody. Propose your research addressing the problem of the sector. Yes. And then you get funding. This is one of the challenges. So these are the opportunities. As you can see, the circular economy has to do with the West, climate change, carbon sequestration. You can look at this innovative technology, blue economy, collaboration. Now, this is the blue growth. Who can tell me what that key is all about there? What does that one mean? Yes. Through what? No. Innovation or what? It's the research innovation. It's the research now. So if you do research, what it means in blue growth, when you promote research, look at it, it's in the center. Now you can have sustainability, you can have economic growth, plus employment. So that means research play a very key role. Just look at this table. You can give it to your CEO and say, what can we do now in this blue economy? We are very integral here now. And we want economic growth plus employment can result to sustainability. So you need that. So role of relevant agencies, specifically in the master, must guarantee zero tolerance for non-compliance. They are just doing, let me tell you what the industries are doing. They have their own mandates. They may not be thinking about research. As big as US Coast Guard is, if you know in the UK, they are collaborating with NOAA, National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, to be carrying out research for them and be giving them data. And that's why they are strong today. So any agency that is not getting data from start cannot implement its own policy very well. And let me tell you, things are changing now. So the only thing that can sustain this is research. So if you're in the academia, you're in the research institute, you have a very bigger role to play. You can approach any sector and say, look, we can conduct this research, but you need to know what is the mandate of that organization. You need to know what is the SDG is talking about. You need to know what are the emerging issues, like climate change now. We don't have data on climate change. So now recommendation, I'm closing now. This is the last slide. A sustainable blue economy fits within the boundaries of our oceans ecosystem. Truly integrated maritime policies, one, adequate economic and legislative incentives, supportive public and private financial and investment flows, as well as successful implementation of ecosystem. Based marine spatial planning are all important means to help us to get there. Look at that paragraph. The second one, it is indeed recommended that the Nigerian leaders and institutions have recognized the need for us to harness our blue economy. It must be recognized, however, that the appropriate strategies must be in place to actualize this dream. This, the focus of the latter part of the essay, which seeks to propose means and methods through which Nigeria may indeed actualize its dream of a blue economy. Now, if you look at these two paragraphs now, it's telling us we need to do a lot. We need to have our marine spatial planning. I'm sure. Do you know what marine spatial planning is? It's very key in blue economy. Who can tell me what marine spatial planning is? Yeah, spatial, not spatial. But it's coming from the word spatial, but it's called spatial. It's still like a Greek interpretation. What marine spatial planning is? Yes, mapping of our marine space with identifying where different sectors, where different economic activities, including the marine protected areas, the cable that are laid, you understand, the offshore, everything. When you have that map, you know where it is safe, where it is not safe, what to protect, what not to protect, everything. We don't have it. We're just floating. Yes, abandoned shipwreckages. Everybody say, oh, there's going to be accident. What did you do? Have you mapped? Are there wrecks here that could cause accident? You need to remove them. So we need marine spatial planning. You're going to think about carrying out a research that will aid marine spatial planning. So conclusion now, actualizing the blue economy dream has gone beyond a mere desire to become a necessity. So let's not get confused from today. Because the way I see in Nigeria, we're just saying blue economy, blue economy. Inherent in the blue economy is the solution to many of Nigeria's social and economic problems, as it will help us accomplish economic diversification, creation of high-value jobs, ensuring food security, and managing and protecting the marine environment in a sustainable and responsible manner amongst others. Okpari. I don't know what Yoruba people say. Okpari. So the coastal dwellers, that's why I mentioned that word. The climate change has affected them. We're just sitting here. If you do a survey and go and see all these people that are living in the creeks, do a survey, you see that a lot of them lost their livelihood. Because of the climate change, the direction of the water has changed. It caused erosion. The fishing activities. Oh, yeah. So when I was mentioning the socio-economic activities, always think about the coastal dwellers who lost their livelihood. So again, they are very important within the context of the blue economy because it has not left out. I'm just giving you an example with this. Pollution has affected them. Some cannot even move from their local community to others because of this. So nobody knows about it. Many of them. But you have to do a mapping
Very much, sir.
and go to that area. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Dr. Hawa Bamanga. A very, very sound lecturer on the topic that he didn't even want to drop the mic. Thank you so much once again, sir, for sharing with us from your vast knowledge on the understanding of blue economy. Thank you so much, sir. And when you said Okpari, I was happy. I was like, finally. But you kept going on. Thank you so much once again. At this point, I'd like to introduce some of our guests who worked in when Dr. Awa was giving his presentation. I'd like to recognize the presence of News Central TV. News Central Television, just with a wave of hand for recognition. Thank you so much. God bless you. I also want to recognize the presence of the Environment Africa. Yes, thank you so much, sir. I would also want to recognize the presence of the Fisheries Society of Nigeria, represented here. Thank you so much, sir. And also Eco Viridis Environmental. Yes, thank you so much. You're welcome. Now we will just accommodate some few questions, comments, contributions, just very few because we have other things in store for us. If you have any questions as regards.
At this juncture, I just want to use a discussion. Please, we have school children, even kindergarten, that are within us. And many of them are already tensed and they want to go home. But the next stage is for them. Please, we only entertain one question. We quickly rush through the next, just a question. We quickly rush through the next presentation, which is less than 5 minutes. I will also do a little presentation. I believe within the next 10 minutes here, we should be able to round up and go and meet them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. The first hand that was raised is from the high table again. I'm sorry, he said one.
Please, let's give a round of applause to the guest speaker. He's done so very well in treating this topic. And I told him something in his ears. I said, I will not let you go after this point. So my comments will be more of a question and a remark and a charge at the same time. So first of all, one of the things you said that struck me is the marine pollution from oil spills. I've always known that. I actually did bioremediation of oil impacted sites, and our main challenge was marine pollution. It's difficult to remediate marine spills because of the fluid nature. It keeps going, unlike land-based spills. But my comment regarding that is there seems to be an issue with respect to interagency collaboration when it comes to the maritime spills. And it's a question directed at your agency, NIMASA. From work experience, the legislation rest it in the capacity of, in the purview of NOSDRA, the National Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency. But then we see increasingly how more financed NIMASA is. And we are not really seeing much of NIMASA's impact with oil spill remediation and response. So what is the plan of NIMASA to take on oil spills? Is there a department in NIMASA? I give a personal example. Whilst I was in paid employment, I witnessed the Bonga oil spill firsthand. And I see how Nigeria bungled that spill. Elsewhere in the world, if that spill had happened, BP paid over $20 billion in compensation. Nigeria till date has been grappling in the dark because we were on a vessel with NOSDRA going to the Bonga site, and Nigerian Navy started fighting each other, turning the vessel back. We didn't see NIMASA in that scene. Until date, taking that case up to the Supreme Court, up to the Hague in Britain, Nigeria has lost woefully because we could not, within 48 hours of the spill, come close to get the crude oil sample. So the corporate Shell has been blaming Sterling Oil and other companies. So I want to know from you, what is NIMASA doing about oil spills? One. Two, I'm glad you mentioned so much about mangrove endowment. And, I was just smiling. I couldn't help smiling because the mangroves, I always say, are the deep. I'll round up if you don't worry. The mangroves are very, 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 very instrumental to our oil wealth in the country and highly threatened. So what efforts are you doing? You had mentioned research. I want to also tell you there is the Eco Park Mangrove Sanctuary and Research Center. We've got lots of support from the IOI, from NEOMA, and we are receiving research fellows and research work. So there is a 74-hectare mangrove park in Ibejuleki. Please, NIMASA should try as much as possible to take advantage. There's research information. And I want to thank NIMASA because your agency supported the last mangrove marathon, which happened in Ibejuleki. And then lastly is your charge on littoral states. And this is very important. The littoral states of Nigeria, Lagos, Ogun, Ondo, Delta, Edo, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, and River State. I really, really like what you've said here, that the whole blue economy concept, while we thank President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for creating that ministry, it's, however, a charge to the littoral states to really take custody. So we'll take off from this message what we've learned from you, and we hope you'll be available when the different states start calling for advice on this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So to plead with you to be very brief with the response because of the children. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for this observation and question. Number one, I will start with the role that we play on marine pollution. Our mandate from the agency is monitoring marine pollution from shipping activities. But again, if you look at marine environment, shipping activities alone cannot be the only source of pollution that will affect. I showed tank farms and all that. So one thing that we have done, which I'm going to say it here, is to establish ESI, Sensitivity Mapping Index, just about 2-3 years ago. And this ESI, we want to share with other organizations that have mandate on oil spillage like NOSDRA. So we have an interagency meeting. Once you have your ESI, wherever there is oil spillage, it will tell you where it is going to impact, where you're going to remediate, where you're going to have your containment. So what we're doing now, we have a kind of what is called NOSIP, National Oil Pollution Contingency Plan, which we key in with NOSDRA. NOSDRA is the focal agency on oil spillage. So now we're having an MOU to have a collaboration with them when it comes to the issue of the challenge we have. Most of the organizations in Nigeria don't work together. Yes, there's no doubt. NIMASA has resources to do everything, but NOSDRA cannot say they don't work together. So we're trying to say, look, we're working for Nigerian people. We're working for Nigerian environment. And we want all the stakeholders, even current issue we're having, the stakeholders will say, no, we are being regulated by the oil and gas. But I said, you are operating in our own domain, which is the marine environment. You are operating in the marine environment and you are saying oil and gas is the one regulating you. You are living You are leaving us that we are the one in charge of the maritime environment. So you can see the challenge we are passing. But we are saying that we're not going to do that because the acts of these agencies are very clear. Like I said earlier, NIMASA's act is to ensure safer and cleaner ocean. And we get this law from the UN, from UNCLOS. That is number one. Number two, the mangrove area. The mangrove area, I just raised it. And I said, even our own ESI have identified the mangrove area because it's part of the sensitive areas of the marine environment. And I said it here that we need research of the mangrove area. We need data. So I'm encouraging that we should have data. If you can provide data on that mangrove area to us, we can incorporate it into our own monitoring and implementation. The little state, like I said, they have their own share in blue economy. Please get me right too. They have their own share in blue economy. We cannot leave littoral states. And I gave example with the Bokota, which is in Ondo State. The Ondo State government, their own blue economy is secure that fresh water. How can they access high sea? How can they protect the marine pollution? So these are the collaboration that we're doing. And we have reached out to them with our CSR to clean water hygiene, clean marine litter. So these are the efforts we're doing to bring the littoral state on board to realize the blue economy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I think a little matter arose from part of the presentation. First, there's something I want to clear. Doctor, there's part of what we do is ocean literacy. And ocean literacy has 7 principles. And the very first principle of ocean literacy is to tell the world, when I was growing up, I was told there were 5 oceans. But now we know there is just 1 ocean. But the rest of, those areas that we know as ocean are ocean basins. So we have 1 ocean and 5 basins. Please, let's note that. The other one is about NEOMA. I didn't see it as if we are doing something to, but you are giving us a challenge. To say that NEOMA does not have data, I don't think is correct. We have data, but the only problem I know we have is that we need to update the data we have. I've been here for over 30 years, and I know the kind of data that we have, but we need to improve that data. So I think that, so quickly, I would like to invite Dr. Popola, please, as fast as you can, please run like a rabbit to help us do that. And I will also do by the time we are done here, we will all move to the net loft to see the children, what they have done with the craft and the drawings. There is also an essay. We will present them with their gifts when we get there. Thank you. Dr. Popola.
Please standing on the existing protocol. Good afternoon once again. On behalf of the Nigeria National Decade Committee, we just want to give us an overview about Ocean Decade Roadmap and the strategic work plan of the Nigerian National Decade. Next plan. And next. So the global initiative for the Ocean Decade, which we all know from 2021 to 2030, is designed and coordinated by the United Nations with the aim to improve the ocean governance at global, regional, and national levels. But when we talk about the Nigerian National Decade, we cannot go talk without mentioning the decade challenges, which are shown here, which we all know that marine pollution is one of the major problems, how to restore the ecosystem, sustainability, to sustainably feed the global population, expand the global ocean observing system, creating digital representation of the ocean, and ocean literacy, which involve the skills, knowledge, and technology for all. Now, the Ocean Decade African Roadmap began with collaboration from various stakeholders, the NGO, the local community, looking at the specific challenges of the ocean and how can this experts and stakeholders work together in solving these challenges. The African roadmap, the Ocean Decade African roadmap, are listed here. I don't want to take much of our time. Ocean management in Africa, ocean and human health, unlocking the blue carbon potential, fishery and IUU fishery, which have been mentioned by the previous speaker, multi-hazard early warning system, and others. Digital twin, regional ocean literacy program in Africa. And now the Nigerian National Decade Committee come to being from a letter sent to the ex-director of Marine Meteorology and Climate Change, Dr. Regina Folorunsho, from the UNESCO NATCOM. She was designed as the national focal point of the IOC UNESCO activities. And the members were constituted based on different geopolitical zones. The second group also from experts that can work on the challenges that to identify the global stake in the global problem in the ocean. Also, the third part was made up from women, women, artisanal fishers, media experts, and others. This is the website thing. Okay. So our mission is to participate in all UN decade activities of the ocean, strengthen connection within Nigeria, and with partnership in community, working to study, conserve, and solely use the ocean resources. So we have about 10 thematic areas which are listed here. Ocean literacy program, ECOPS, that is covers the development of early ocean career professionals, blue economy,
please.
And ocean and human health in Nigeria, ocean observation, strengthening the multi-hazard system, digital twins, and mainstream agenda in the ocean decade in Nigeria. So it's just a call that we have to work together with ocean professionals. We have to work together with NGOs. The Nigerian National Ocean Decade Committee cannot do this alone. We all work together to fill in all the thematic points that are listed here. Thank you for the opportunity.
As I said, we have very little time because of the children. I think 2 schools came from Ogun State. Please. Yes. Now, Dara, the next one. Just for us to see a highlight of what we want to go and see down there, I'm going to rush through some slides. Just very few are here, but we'll still see more down there. We invited them to participate in essays, primary school, 2 levels, the primary school level and the secondary school level. Then they are to participate in drawing and craft. These are just some. You will see the remaining down there. From Pampa School, these are some of the pictures you can see. These are children from primary schools. From crafts, for crafts, somebody made a hand fan from straws and plastic PET bottle. Well, they make a vacuum cleaner with Tetra Pak. This is a drawing from another school, from secondary school, I think. From some craft. This is a number tag. They cut off the top of a plastic bottle. So if you want to train your child, instead of buying from abroad, all you need is just go and put A, you screw Z, and so on. Now, this person made a water fountain from metal, plastic, and bottle. Thank you. So, I would like to round up by a closing remark, short one, and then we'll do a closing prayer. We'll round up everything here. Then we'll go and see what the children have done. We're going to award them the prizes. And then from there, we'll do a group photograph, and then we can all go home. So thank you all for coming. We really appreciate the presence of everybody that are here, particularly the media, my friends and partners, Eco Viridis. I know we gave you a short notice, and so many people that are here. We thank you that you honored our invitation, and by next year, we know we're going to do better. So thank you all for coming, and I think we'll round up by this. So, closing prayer by.
Okay, please, we would like to have a closing prayer,
No.
please.
We want to
We'll need a Muslim, someone who is a Muslim here to give us the closing prayer. Is there any Afa in our midst, please?
A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. We give praise and thanks to Almighty Allah. We give praise and thanks to Almighty Allah, the Lord of the world, for making this day possible. And we pray to Him all what we have learned today may be beneficial to us in this world and in the hereafter. And may He make the institute greater in research and the data to be beneficial for the world and make the world livable by all. So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hello, children. Children in the night loft. Hello, children. Can you please wave your hand to us? We are seeing you here. We are coming over to you now. Yeah, we are coming over to you. Thank you very much.
Hello, my special guest. Hello, children. You know you're our special guest, right? We are coming to visit you. So can we have the school stand by their crafts and their drawing? Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you once again. I'd like those of us who have not gotten our refreshments, just kindly sit down so that you're served. If you've not gotten your refreshments, kindly remain on your seat so that you'll be served. Then the rest of us can join the children over at the net loft, at the overflow, please.
So that I can see. Okay, I can even say beside you instead of playing 360.
If you've not been given refreshment, kindly remain on your seat, please.
Hello. Checking one. Hello. 1, 2. Hello. 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 Test mic 1. Test mic 1, 2. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hi, this is Kenny G, and here's my new video called Silhouette, and I hope you like it.
There's no. Hello. There's no.
Let's balance.
Can I join this?
Show me the one.
She was the one that was wrong. She said no.
It was his son, I was saying because I was also at the only last year we take about that. So when I got this, I was
Please don't come.
How many
more or less the same.
Okay, yeah, how are you? Oh, wow. And what is this one? And the same way. Give me five. Yeah, give me five. Ah, give me five.
Yeah.
I did very well. Done very well.
Oh, okay.
Where is the photographer? I want to
Not very well.
All right.
Yes, we can. There is no mic.
Okay, go ahead. I know some person to catch what they're discussing with the children. Try and catch a person that's talking with the children. You understand? Yes.
Good afternoon. So, I thank you for participating in this committee. I'm highly delighted. You're welcome. I will try and find something like one time to come.
You're taking him, the person is talking to, perhaps from him. What's the name of your school? Where is it located? Wow. The projector is not viable. Sorry. You know, so we have the students and
This was what inside happened. Thank you very much. I'll come back to you.
you know, it's not just here. They have other. The idea is, you get the idea, right?
Why are you?
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Should be here.
Wow.
Yes.
Does your area like maybe give it to him before the word appear?
Okay, sir.
Or should we say, sorry? Yeah. It's beautiful. Thank you. It's beautiful. And I'm going to.
Bringing that to the scenario, they were taken to meet. And then we tested it out. So that was a nice concept. I have some to be
The responsibility of catching children young.
And this year, in order to celebrate the World Ocean Day, teacher, so that they can go back. Of course, we will have engagement with the schools. But this year, we decided to engage the children so that we can see their perspective, what they think the ocean is, how to protect the ocean, and to also have a list of feedback to see if we are reaching out to the young generation or not. And you know, when you are standing and looking at the person that touches the door, you are a bit nervous. So, ma'am, thank you so much for your mentorship. Thank you so much for your mentorship. But today, children, I need you to come and stand with me. Every child, come and stand with me. It's our time. You know, I told you we are the special guest of honor, right? So it's our time. Every student, come and stand with me. Atali, you don't want to participate. I will give your gift to somebody else. So look at this one. These two mommies, they are the ones that are thanking you. So look at them. You are needed in front. Let's see.
Oh,
So, for us to get this different participate, right? I need you to clap on this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So, these three ladies and gentlemen talk of the signs, and then this gentleman says, tell the signs to the children. So all, in other words, NEOWAL works with NGOs to make sure that we disseminate these messages to you. And we also cannot do that without the EU. So clap for the EU. So clap for Astra. Clap for All Atlantic Green School. Clap for all the AOI Nigeria.
I think you see what you are doing.
Clap for Apple Restoration. I'm going to give you a resounding clap for Neoma. Right? And you're very privileged to be here because this is the West Africa Oceanography Institute into all of West Africa. So clap for Neoma again. You know, when we got the entry, we were very excited. And I told the judges, I cannot be a judge because I'll be biased. All the children are close to my heart. So whatever we are going to call out, let me have nothing to do because let me be back of these children, all right? So, and I make sure that all our judges are not the same teachers that come to your school. So they don't know you. Any teacher that has been to your school, they do not participate in judging. So in no particular order, the winner for craft competition is Fruitful Montessori. second runner for this craft competition is Pampas Private School. And the first game for that, we have the Joyful Montessori School. For the secondary category, they were unchallenged. So they actually have to take the prize, which is Atalim High School. For the drawing and the painting, the first prize goes to Happy And the second prize also goes to Pampas Prize. First prize goes to Fruitful Montessori. For the exit competition, to be fair, we have to divide it into two. Just like we did to the craft. And for the exit competition, we have Atalim High School. And the interesting part of this essay competition is that it was by students' application. And the outstanding essay writer was by Aisha. Aisha was. Aisha. Then for the second prize, we have John O'Shea from the Cherub School. Unfortunately, they are not here. And Victoria from Pampas Private School for talking. Then for the primary level, so for the primary level, we have this one I'm excited about because it's my next generation that won. And I'm sure they know themselves. We have the putting them in suspect. Relax. 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 Can I call it now? Yes. Is Omojori Ajayi. Yes, the best thing. Okay, so now. There's Omojori Ajayi. There is Omojori. Stand. And for the crafts. No, we have what was that? For the essay, right? Yes. So for this essay competition, your overall, you don't speak more yet. All right. So, for every school that enter and you do win, for us in abstract, you are all winners. So clap for yourself. So I mean, for craft, I did choose each other because for drawing is like a teamwork. For drawing is also a teamwork. So if you know your winner from okay, sorry.
Hello. Please, I have an observation. Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Please, from what you sent to us, we can. You say that if you are unable to come, we can still you just be online. So the sheriff too, we are online. We join virtually since. So and they say competition. You called one of our students.
Oh, yes. We have John Oche.
Poche Juan, yes, he's one of our students.
Yes, okay. Is there a way we can see his face?
Uh, okay, she was online before she went offline because all of them are home. And so I'm the representative. I've been with you since morning. So I told them to just join online in their houses.
All right. So we get your gift to her. Please stand for them.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right. So from primary stage, yes. Am I right, sir? Primary essay is John, right? The cherub.
Okay, it's true, yes. It's not a primary essay.
Secondary.
Yes, secondary. Yes.
Okay, for primary, that's fine. For primary, we have
Let me see. It's kind of your position. You want to capture. Is the other side. You need to go that side. Is it necessary? Because if you want to go now, this wire, it should be far. Somewhere needs to help us. And we need to capture that part.
Although to provide. Thank you.
I also want to say something. We mentioned the particulars today when they were before, but they said they can compete. This was the school that won.
Now, I remember we wanted to do this the quiz, primary and secondary. What is the primary challenge the secondary and the won and the school won.
Thank you.
Sorry.
The winner, how are you? Congrats, eh?
Join us.
Sorry, I mean, because of those children, that's why.
So many times.
Most the other times you guys see my friend, I mean, ambassador. No, you go back and tell me about
Thank you. So, for the craft level, can we have fruitful?
Primary level.
Primary level, we have the fruitful Montessori school.
Because you have to move the phone up. Nas.
For the craft, primary level. That shows how they can and we should encourage them to do that. Congratulations.
And for the drawing, can I have?
Please.
Secondary level.
Yes. Like I said earlier. Yeah, that's it. Let's go out there and not
Okay, primary level. Right from primary level, we have Army Children's School. Oh, encourage them.
Smile, smile, smile. You are from the barrack. Please smile. Smile. Like I told the others, you are left to ambassador. You know the meaning of ambassador. Ambassador is also that maybe country.
It's like
An ambassador will go out and say good things about one and keep your shit for people. So you go out there and tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your classmates about foundation. And what about the ocean university? Ocean is very beautiful, very good to all. And if you think ocean well, ocean will keep up with once you do ocean.
Are you happy? Because it's mad.
Was what actually get your rising
across you. And also, all the best like this. No, they want to see us stand by their craft and by your craft. Hello, follow me.
Go like this, go like this, go like this. Come like this. Hello.
Yeah, go and start. It's up to you now. Yes.
How is it? This one is
So those objects there now, like plastics I'm seeing, are they okay in the aquarium? Okay. What role do they play there? Okay.
Plastic plays the coral and flowers.
It helps with it's also part of the aquarium. Okay. What how's the happiness? How's
and evacuate cleaner. And the electrical, the whole exercise, the whole essence of this is for them to understand how to reduce, reuse, and recycle according to his word. So this is made up of two plastic bottles and straws, rubbers, and their switches. Making them. This is made up of this you step back and cardboard hose battery switch, which is used as a vacuum cooler. So once you put this on night, that's to see. Can you put it on?
Wow. So how do you make it with this climate change now? The emission now that we are talking about, the greenhouse gas emission.
It helps us in a way as a source of greenhouse and green energy. It helps in green energy.
Alternative source.
Yes, alternative source of green energy.
Correct.
Yes.
I wanted to link it to the climate change. So alternative source to greenhouse gas emission.
So if we are having a green energy alternative source, and that means that there's going to be a reduction in the greenhouse gases. The emission of greenhouse gases, reducing climate change.
Perfect. That is it all works too. Okay.
Yeah, so like,
yeah, for vacuum cleaner. Yes. It assimilates all the correct. So that can be used in also managing the waste.
Yeah,
and then you take it. So again, it's also part of the emissions and the carbon.
Well done. Thank you very much. Sorry. Well done. Tell us your class. Yeah. And you want to study science? You want to science? Are you in arts class or science class? Arts class. Okay.
This is educational board for children to ensure they know their alphabet.
Yeah.
So we are going to put cover down and tell them to match it to this code. Then this is first showcase.
Yeah.
Yeah, toothpaste, pardon. And this is bracelet made from bottle. And it's
So with this concept now, is it for nursery?
Yes.
For nursery, because I think somebody who is about nursery, who's trying to catch up on writing. Good for the nursery, from the age of 3, 4, 5. That's correct. It's a very good educational concept. Keep it up, eh? But, your mic. Just drop mic. When you hold, look quiet. No, no. Sorry.
Go on.
Okay. Good afternoon.
And we tried Ebola and we tried to make a craft of coral. We made the jellyfish in the water and the coral there. The orange sponges and some other fish swimming on the water, both sailing on top of the water. The dolphins swimming and the rays going wet.
The dolphin.
I saw a ray here.
Has it dropped?
Maybe.
Okay.
I know I saw a ray the other time that I came.
So,
Okay.
what's the importance of coral reef now?
Help other little fish for to hide from predators.
Please give a round of applause. Very good. Yeah, that's correct. Thank you very much. Okay.
Oh, the picture, the drawings.
Okay, who's going to talk? Sorry, bro. Sorry, leave. Isn't it?
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Sonia and I attend Pudofield Montessori School. This is our drive, and this is my drive. And first, I want to ask, what is an ocean? Is the body of a salt water that covers absolutely 70.8% of Earth. Why ocean is my pride? Because you can do a lot of activities like diving and fishing. Also, you can relax in an ocean. And third, you can get a lot of things in an ocean. Reason people want to hear about ocean because they get interested in ocean. There is a map like what 200 something people want to learn about the ocean. Reason why ocean must not be polluted. The ocean may get contaminated and the fishes may die. And also people may not want to learn about the ocean again, and people will not get interested in the ocean again. Thank you.
Thank you. And there's this other guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Is this your drawing? Yeah, okay. I'm used to this. Okay. Sorry, man. Sorry, just a
No, no worry, go for it.
Sorry, it's right about the ocean. We draw children with beautiful sea creatures in the ocean. And we also draw the person in the ocean as the sports people do in the ocean, like like swimming, diving. And we drew the plants, especially some of the plants under the sea. Thank you.
Thank you. I think that's all. This one, planetary Earth.
Sorry, go like this, go like this. That's one. That's me.
How? Yes, I thought about
There's nothing there. Is there anything there?
Let me talk about the banner upstairs.
You're being
The where they did the program. This one complete. I don't know. You pick that one.
Good. This student are 100%, please.
Where are your colleagues? Oh, yeah. Where What's that? No, we are taking photos. Everybody. Oh, yeah. Photographer, arrange us. Photographer, arrange us. Dara, Talon take photograph.